Hey, hola. You know how sometimes when you're living with someone else and you make this agreement to take turns of doing the dishes, right? Whether it's your sibling, your partner, a roommate, and then whomever that other person is not stepping it up. And now you're having to tackle the big mountain because after days they're not picking up the slack, right? And how does that feel? What emotions are coming up? Now you're frustrated. You're angry. You are upset. But like I see, because you're having to pick up the slack for someone else. Guess what? The joints are the same way, my friends. If your shoulder is not doing shoulder things, now the thoracic spine is coming to do shoulder things. So now your spine is having to work for two people, right? Sometimes I've heard people having I have this lower back pain. Turns out that their hips don't have any mobility. And now the hips are having to do the lower back work as well for two people. I heard people coming to me saying, but my knees are so angry, they hurt, they this and that. How are the toes? How are the ankles? Are your knees having to now absorb more of the impact because your ankles are not doing the job? The toes are not doing the job. Does that make sense? We need to become better movers, more efficient in our movement so that you can transfer that energy from one side of the body more efficiently too. So that it is just like that roommate, just like that partner, just like that sibling that was not picking up the work, was not stepping it up, and now you're having to do the dishes for them, right? It's the same thing with the rest of the body. Is one part is you can't move. So now the other part is having to pick up the slack because the other guy is just slacking off and is upset, and rightfully so. And this is why we need to come to mobility training so that we can gain more access and become better movers, hopefully impingement free, hopefully pain free, right? Become better movers, more efficient movers. I love referrals, my friend. I hope this analogy with the dishes is helping you shine some light into how this is supposed to work. And I look forward to see you again in Kin Stretch class.